Okay, peace, blessings. All right, thank you very much. Peace, blessings, enough, holy, plenty, a lot of love to all the queens and the kings in the house. Thank you all very much for joining us this wonderful day, taking time out of your busy, busy schedule to be with us here on Deep Dive Globally Changing Lives. Really appreciate, really appreciate. And of course, we are going to start our comments, our deep dive with our signature tune, signature song, which is our theme song from our one and only international recording artist, which is Queen Lerato Shadari. And so at this time, we just want to ask you to sit back and take a wonderful look at our theme song.
We are here, we are on passive, shining bright into the future. We rise high with one heart and revolution, lifting up humanity as we rise, standing tall, hand in hand. We are the unicorn, we are the stars. In it to win it, in it to win it. In it to win it, in it to win it. Bringing hope, shining the light. We're a nation, we are rising with one love, with one goal, bringing solution, lifting up humanity. Let's rise high, standing tall, hand in hand. We are the unicorn, we are the stars.
next stop is Impassive.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
All right, all right. Wonderful. Thank you very much, Queen Lorata Shadari. Really appreciate, really appreciate. Thank you ever so much. All right, so at this time, we are going to move right into our mindset because, as you know, the mindset is very, very important, especially to me and a few others. I hope everyone, the mindset is important because the mindset is what set the pace in your life. Every decision that you make is coming from a place of your mindset. Your mindset is your belief system. What do you use to govern yourself? So it's very important, very, very important. And so, therefore, we are going to get right into it, of course, with Queen Jacqueline Warner, our inspirational international speaker for this evening. And of course, she is an entrepreneur. And yes, she is a talk show host in her own space. And she's definitely delivering many, many mindset for approximately 3 years going now, or 2+ years going. And so we thank Queen Jacqueline Warner for gracing us with her wonderful, loving grandma presence of 9 children at this time. And so we just want to thank Queen Jacqueline Warner as she get into the hair situation and the scalp health. All right. So even though King Carlton might not have much hair, but he does have a scalp. And so every one of us, right, whether you are skinhead or not, every one of us have a scalp, and we need to keep it healthy. Okay? And so understanding somatic hair and scalp health coming to us from Queen Jacqueline Warner. Over to you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Dr. Derrick, for this amazing platform, for the introduction, for the mindset. Thank you so much for this amazing platform where we are empowered, where we get to learn from one another, and we get to grow in many areas of our lives. And we're educated. That's so amazing. So we got to give thanks to Mr. Ashmafaro, basically, because he made it all possible, but God made it happen. So we got to be so grateful. I'm grateful for the supporters. I'm grateful for the brand ambassadors that just keep on showing up no matter what. And that's 95% of success. So that's amazing. Then I want to thank all the other leaders also for all that they do, is including Queen Nadu, for always embracing her with our music, our after party. So kudos goes out to you, Queen Nadu, for all that you continue to do for this amazing platform. Yes, tonight we're going to be talking about understanding synthetic hair and scalp health. And like Dr. Derrick said, King Carlton might not have much to do with it, but he does have a scalp. And synthetic hair is used, it has been not even used, it has become the norm, either for convenience, either for style, or sometimes just to cover up. Children is used by children, even some men and adults, women, especially women. And I must say, especially women of color tend to use a lot of synthetic hair. And sometimes, well, I was unaware of all the chemicals myself that's in synthetic hair and all the problems that it causes. But tonight we're just going to be talking about, the effects of synthetic hair and the scalp, what it does to the scalp. And then probably next week I'll do part 2 where it's also associated with chronic diseases that we are totally unaware of. So let's get started. What is synthetic hair? Synthetic hair is man-made fiber. So it's actually not even hair. It's often crafted from polymers such as acrylic, polyester, or polyvinyl chloride, which is PVC. I think I see that on the pipes that I just bought, So imagine these fibers are processed to mimic the look and the texture of human hair. So if you're not buying human hair and you're using synthetic hair, well, this is for you. Unlike human hair, synthetic hair is pre-styled, which you don't have to worry about getting your rollers or the hot curler and all that anymore. You just slap it on and beauty, here come beauty. It retains its shape after washing and is less expensive. You don't have to go to the beauty parlor unless you have to go to the beauty parlor to get it sewed in. Some people get it sewed in. However, its chemical makeup raises certain concerns, especially regarding prolonged contact with the scalp. And the scalp is just like your skin. It absorbs. And what's up there, our brain, everything starts, it starts irritating your scalp. So the effects of synthetic hair on the scalp. While it's very convenient, synthetic hair can have unintended effects on the scalp, especially when worn for extended periods. I'm not sure when people take their synthetic hair off. Maybe when they go home and go to bed. I know my sister, she usually walks around with a stocking cap after taking off her synthetic hair. But you have to give your hair time, your scalp time to breathe. Remember, it's not really hair. So here are some of the chemical irritation. The synthetic fibers are often coated in flame retardant chemicals and dyes. Do we really know what they are? Do we research the hair before we purchase it? Do we wash it even before we even put it on our heads? I mean, when you buy clothes, don't you wash them before wearing? I know I do. I just don't slip it on because I know there's chemicals and the process that everybody handling it and boxing and traveling and whatever they do with it. There's a process, so you have to wash your clothes before wearing it. And so in the same sense, most likely you can wash the hair before using it. But it's already pre-styled. You don't want to mess up the style, and you don't want to have to go through getting a mannequin and getting a hot curler and all that stuff to restyle it. So of course, a lot of us do not wash our synthetic hair. So what happens? You start getting itching. You see people slapping their head, beating it, because of the itching. There's also burning sensation that goes along with it. Also, inflammation or redness occurs. Allergic contact dermatitis. Those are chemical irritation from synthetic hair. Number 2, you get blocked pores and poor ventilation. So like tight braiding with synthetic hair may reduce airflow to the scalp, trapping the sweat and the sebum, resulting in you get follicle congestion. So your follicles get congested, just like when you get congestion with a cold, your follicles get congested. You get scalp acne or boils. You get fungal infections. Those are the things that come from blocked pores and poor ventilation. So most likely when you're buying the synthetic hair, you have to make sure that your hair is well ventilated, or don't keep it on for long periods of time. You know, I remember back in the days in my grandparents' time, you would just see elderly ladies now and then put a little synthetic hair on their head. But today, I don't know if everybody is old, but everybody is doing synthetic. They're not enhancing the beauty that they was given or born with. And then breakage, and number three is breakage and tension of alopecia. Now, heavier synthetic styles can place tension on your hair follicles, leading to hairline thinning and permanent follicle damage. And I know a co-worker that I work with, God bless her soul, because she passed on. She was wearing synthetic hair so much that her follicles was completely damaged. Now she didn't have her own hair anymore. Okay, I think her hair was like King Carlton, bare scalp, no more hair. And now she had to wear synthetic hair for the rest of her life. Now I don't know if that caused her death, but she was young. She was younger than me for sure. And then I heard that she passed on. And that was so sad. And the first thing I thought of is she was wearing that hair. Now, how to protect your scalp? You have to protect your scalp when you're wearing synthetic hair. To safely wear synthetic hair and maintain a healthy scalp, follow these protective steps. Number one, you should pre-soak the hair before installation. Soak synthetic hair in a solution of apple cider vinegar and water, 1:3 ratio, for 15 to 30 minutes to neutralize alkaline chemicals and reduce the itchiness. That's number one. Number two, you got to use scalp barrier oils. So you got to apply natural oils such as jojoba oil, the closest to scalp natural sebum. Also, tea tree oil, which you know is an antifungal and an antimicrobial, okay? And castor oil, which promotes circulation and hair growth. So at the same time you're taking care of your scalp, you're also taking care of your follicles, which will help to, for your own hair to still be in a healthy and growing at the same time. You don't want to wear the synthetic hair, and when you take it off, you look like I don't know who. You know what I mean? You don't even want to look at yourself in the mirror. It's just like makeup. You put it on, and after a while, you don't even want to look at yourself. I had that. It's a phase that you go through. And if you get caught in that phase, then you are hooked. You almost like addicted. Okay? That's what happens. That's the transformation that takes place, and it locks you in. Number three, keep your scalp clean and hydrated. So you got to clean the scalp with diluted witch hazel or a gentle no-rinse cleanser. Mist with water-based leave-in conditioners or aloe vera juice. Number four, avoid prolonged styles. Remove synthetic hair after 6 to 8 weeks to allow the scalp to breathe and recover. So your scalp is going through a process. You might look beautiful, yes, but what about your scalp? What about your hair follicles? And are you trying to keep it healthy so when you take off the synthetic hair, you still look beautiful with your own hair? Number four, the next one is reversing side effects. Now, I have seen some females at my workplace or even at college where their hairline was behind their ears. Now that's bad. All you've seen is forehead like they are an alien. And you can tell even if you put on synthetic hair that you are bald headed because of the shape of the head. And a lot of females have lost their edges because of the glue that they use to keep the synthetic hair in place or to make it look normal. I hate this. Okay, thank God. So here are some steps that you can take to reverse the side effects. So if the scalp has already been affected, consider these steps for recovery and rejuvenation. Number one, detox the scalp. Use bentonite clay mask or activated charcoal wash to draw out the chemical residues and unclog your pores. Because once your pores are clogged, you're killing your hair follicles and you will have patches. You will no longer be able to grow your own hair. You will have to seek some kind of treatment or spend excess money for something you could have taken care of. Also do scalp massages. That stimulates the blood flow using rosemary or peppermint oil blends, massaging 2 to 3 times weekly to rejuvenate the hair follicles. Number three, supplements and nutrition is also needed. It supports hair health, and that's biotin, zinc, omega-3 fatty acids, and of course, vitamin D. Number four, medical support. If reactions persist, you have to consult a dermatologist to access for allergic dermatitis, fungal conditions, or scarring of alopecia. Now I remember my sister, she wore her locks. They were too tight, and that wasn't even synthetic. Okay. And she developed boils because her hair was not breathing. So now that she went to the physician, they gave her medication, which was the wrong medication. It made matters worse. What was the solution? She started heating vinegar and putting inside her hair to kill the boils. It was nasty. And then it took almost 2 to 3 years before her hair started growing back. So it's very important to take care of the scalp. Okay. Now, medical conditions associated with synthetic hair use. Prolonged or improper use of synthetic hair can be linked to various medical conditions, including contact dermatitis. That's caused by an allergic reaction to the chemicals used in the synthetic fibers. Symptoms: itching, burning, redness, and flaking. And then there is folliculitis. That anything when you hear itis, that means inflammation of the hair follicles due to bacterial or fungal infection. Often results from blocked pores and poor hygiene under synthetic hair. Because some people wear their hair and they don't take it off and they don't wash their hair. And so that's where fungal start to say, hey, this is a cool place to hang out. I remember years ago in New York, a little girl had a spider nest was growing in her scalp, eating away her scalp. Oh my gosh. that was something else. So the next thing is scalp psoriasis. Okay. Though not directly caused by synthetic hair, irritation and lack of ventilation can trigger flare-ups, which leads to thick, scaly patches and itching. Then there's number 4 is seborrheic dermatitis. That's aggravated by the buildup of sweat and oils under the synthetic styles. Causes dandruff, redness, and oily scaling. And number 5 is traction alopecia. Alopecia, hair loss from prolonged tension due to tight braids, weaves, or other synthetic styles. And the most common one is around the hairline and temples. There where people tend to have problems with when they wear synthetic hair. All their sides is gone, and they have to try to grow them back. But at the same time, they can't do without the synthetic hair. So they're between a hard rock, so be careful. And then, of course, scalp ringworm. That's a fungal infection fostered by warm, moist environments under the synthetic hair. Presence with circular hair loss, redness, and itching. And to summarize, synthetic hair offers affordability, of course, and style convenience, but its chemical content and potential for scalp stress require attention. From irritation and clogged follicles to hairline thinning and fungal infections, the effects can be significant. Fortunately, preventive scalp care and detox protocols can reduce the risk and promote recovery. In conclusion, being mindful of what we place on our scalps is critical. While synthetic hair can be a useful beauty tool, it should not come at the expense of our natural hair and scalp health. With proper care, awareness, and protective habits, it is possible to enjoy the benefits of synthetic hair while safeguarding your crown. I thank you so much for your listening here. I hope this topic was valuable, informative. And again, my name is Jacqueline Warner, and thanks again.
Oh, why did you choose this topic? God help me.
Mm,
mm, mm.
mm,
Oh,
mm,
mm. Ah, Queen JW, thank you so much.
You're welcome. You're
Well,
welcome.
I'm waiting one. Oh, yeah. I want to appreciate you. By the way, good evening to my queens and kings. Thank you all for coming. Queen JW,
Yes.
thank you so much for this amazing topic. Let me allow King Dr. Derrick to say something before we can proceed. You are muted, sir. Hey, well, anyway, I know I'm going to come back to this, but I just want to find out from anyone if you guys have anything to say. Do you have any comment when it comes to this amazing topic? Please. If you don't,
Dr. Benny.
yes, please proceed, please.
Hello, yes. I want to say thank you because there's so many things we are doing for beauty to look pretty, and we don't know what we are putting ourselves into. I didn't know that is a danger to put that wig, synthetic wig on. For me, is a easy way to look good. You know how to go and spend 5 hours at the hair salon.
Yeah.
You just do a quick trip to the store. You look at them and they say this one is nice, the length you want, the color you want, everything is there. You just, sometimes we smell it. And if it smells too much, you gotta be like, no, I don't want people to feel this smell. You change it. Or maybe you put your hand through and you feel the heat and you say, no, it's summer. If I wear this for 2 hours, I will be fainting. So you don't take that. But to know that is damaging our skull and can bring so many things like you explained, I'm telling you. If I pull out the synthetic wigs that I have in my room, you gotta be like, what? What is this? Any color, any color. Is, I don't know if we can try it again or just get rid of it and tell people not to use it. I don't know. It's something that I use quickly, like I said, and it look nice. It's not that expensive. You go, you come back, and you just throw it somewhere. You put it on. If you have a headpiece, you put it on it. The curly one, the short one, the long one. It depends on how you want to look on the day. The only thing that I don't like is the glue. Is the glue that you put on your forehead. That makes your the baby hair. Yeah, it lasts sometime. It bleeds. It bleeds when you take it out. You have the wounds, and if you want to put another one, you need to put it a little bit lower because you don't want people to see the trace of the damage that the glue did on your forehead. So I just want to say thank you for you coming out. I was so surprised that you have this topic. Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Queen Dr. Nadu. Actually, you can use the red onion. I have a business partner that's they put the glue there, so she have two pigmentation. So what she recommend that she blend the red onion and she put it in that area.
Wow.
The,
Queen,
the thing is, like, I even have a scar that is not going down because of it on the forehead. Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
It healed, but it's still there. The scar is there. Yeah. It's not flat. It's not flattening. Yeah.
Oh,
Thank you.
you're welcome.
Thank you so much, Queen Dr. Nadu. I'm glad at least Queen JW said that you can try to use that red onions and see if it's going to work out. And when it works out, you will be helping a lot of women. Isn't it, Queen JW?
You have to use it when it first happened. You cannot let it become permanent because then it will be a permanent scar. And you might have to spend money to go to a, what you call those people that could take skin and pull the skin back and try to help, but then you can't grow any hair there again. So this is the problem.
Well, all right. I believe it's my turn now to talk about this synthetic hair. I'm wearing one.
I know.
There is no doubt. And that's why when you brought this particular topic, I said, what? I don't use it for braiding because I tried it. Let me explain. I have a friend of mine whose wife came from Cameroon. So the only thing for her to do job-wise, because I heard that she knows how to braid. So I told her to try it on my hair. so that I can show off to people out there in order for her to bring business.
Yeah.
My dear, 3 days later, I started having some boils on my hair. It was painful, so I had to take it off. Yes, so this time I noticed that a lot of our students, our children, humans, I mean the ladies, they are utilizing the synthetic. I have, but I decided that I will start using human hair.
Yeah.
But even though I was afraid to use human hair for a reason, that the person, this human hair is somebody's hair. So do you know where it came from? Do you know that particular individual? The person was really sick, maybe, and now we are wearing that person's hair. That is why, to tell you the truth, Queen JW, that is why you see me wearing this. I was afraid. So,
Yeah.
and I know that when we wash it, yes, some of it comes out. I wash it. I wash mine, right? So, but what I did was I decided to buy human hair because I have been spending what you have said, it is true, right? Now, I am a witness, a living example. When it comes to the synthetic, yes, it is cheap. That is true. Now, instead of me using it to braid, I decided to buy a wig because
Yeah.
it's easier. But before you put it in, before you wear it, you need to wear that cap. A lot
Yeah.
of our people, even in Africa, they don't wear the cap. Yes, I have seen it. Even my auntie came and I saw her. I said, Auntie, take this. I gave her two. But I said, it's difficult for people to put on their hat before wearing this. Now, so this is what I did, Brother Edgar. I decided to buy human hair. I did. But before putting it on, because I was afraid, what do you say? I washed it. Shampoo like a real human's hair. I shampoo. And then I use what? After shampoo, there's another thing that we have to use, right?
Yes.
Conditioner.
Conditioning.
Yes.
Man,
Yes.
I use it.
Yes.
I wash it. Then guess what? And I put rulers. I can even show you.
You're so right.
I put rulers on that hair because I'm planning to go today, my daddy's wake keeping, right? So I gotta look good, right?
Of course. Wow.
No,
Wow.
I'm really a living witness. I've used both of them, but I make sure for the human hair, I had to wash it. I
Yeah.
did because I was afraid of whoever, like a juju, huh? That something will happen.
Whoever had the hair, you don't ever know. Yes.
Yes. I don't want to sit here and waste too much time, but this is really an important topic for us, Black women. We need to hear this. And hopefully you bring more topics next week. Thank you
Yes,
so
indeed.
much.
You're
We appreciate it.
welcome.
Yes, please. All right. I believe our next topic, Dr. Derrick, will take control of our next topic. Thank you so much, Queen JW.
You're welcome, Queen Dr. Benny. Appreciate you.
Thank you ever so much. Um, those human here though, they mostly come from corpse. Uh, so just be advised that they come from corpse. All right. Um, and so it's a big business actually, very big business. Because yes, a lot of people get the full knowledge of the synthetic, and so yes, they got a human. But remember, the human here is corpse. Most of them is corpse, and then they got a horse. Some of them is horse. Um, mare, that thing on the back of the horse. Yes, they cut them off and make wig with them also. All right. So I don't know why. I honestly I don't know why women go through all of that pain and suffering. I really don't know because Edgar, King Edgar and King Carter, them just cut off for them here. And and ball off for them one and them good to go. Just ball off for them one and them good to go. All right. So I don't know why women s- really literally spend so much time with hair and spend so much money with hair. I really don't know. But anyway, I guess it's a I, I guess it's a social I guess it's a social engineering thing. Yeah. Yeah. That's some kind of social engineering kind of thingy. Anyway, so you go. What can I say? I I glad that I'm a man. King Carlton, I am glad I'm a man. Oi, what can I say? Anyway, uh, I don't even like wear hat, so I don't know. I don't like nothing on my head. Nothing. No do rag, no hat, no baseball cap, no nothing. 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 When I was in Brooklyn and it was cold and everybody about them tam and oh my goodness. This head not wearing those things. Mm-mm. No, nah, nah. Uh-uh. Uh-uh. Not wearing. I just don't like wearing anything on my head. All right? Don't like wearing nothing on my head. My head must feel light. Mm, definitely. Anyway, that each to his own. Each to his own. Some wear wig, some wear braid, some wear toupee, some wear hat, some wear cap. So you go. To each his own. All right. Anyway, I not wearing any. All right. So if you see me with a hat or a cap, quite possibly I am dead. Quite possible at that time. So no, it's a good thing. It's a good thing yet as a man you're not to wear hat in the church. So that would be another situation. And I'm not a physical Jew. That would be another scenario. But anyway. Wow. What a presentation. Thank you very much, Queen Jacqueline Warner. That was awesome. Awesome. Man, um, you women got you a lot. I tell you. Anyway, I just want to thank you very much, Queen Jacqueline Warner. That was an awesome presentation, the scalp. And we need to keep it healthy. Use castor oil. Use castor oil. Use castor oil. That's the best hair oil. That is the best hair. And we're not talking about not dibby dibby foo castor oil. It cannot be in plastic bottle. That's number one. It has to be in glass bottle. All right, has to be. Preferably if you find someone who make it, that would be even better than just anyone off the shelf. Right? Preferably find someone who make it. Um, but castor oil is the best thing since sliced bread. So, I tell you, that's what I use. And nothing wrong with my hair. Hair is all over my head. All right. Not balling it off either. Unless the Lord allow some sort of sickness or so. But other than that, I I will keep my hair. It's my hair. For me here. Um, right. So I'll keep mine that God bless me with. That's the best one, Queen First Lady Dr. Benny, is the hair that God bless you with. That's the beauty. That's the beauty. All right. So if you want to have good hair, nice hair, pray to God. God will give you your heart desire. Yeah. God will give you a heart desire. All right. But natural beauty is the best beauty on this planet. That's my book. My book. Yeah. 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 I remember when my girlfriend visit me with Jerry curl. I say, well, is it a Jerry curl or me? But that nasty, nasty, wetty, drippy, oh my goodness. That was the worst. King Carlton, that was the worst of all the scenarios in my life where women were concerned. Braid, all right. Wig, all right. But when that Jerry curl did lick, boy, oh my goodness. I couldn't manage that one. Nah, 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 nah. Yeah, and yeah, she stopped talking to me, so you go. Yeah, she decides that she gonna keep that the wetty sitting on her head, and that won't work for me. That won't work. 'Cause you have to wash everything, everything. You have to spread something on the couch. As you sit down, your head nasty up the whole of the couch. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Anyway, mercy, the little memory lane. All right. What am I here to do? Okay, I'm here to do a presentation also now. All right. So let me get to my presentation. Thank you very much, Queen Jacqueline Warner. That was an awesome presentation. Boy, it brought me down memory lane, man. It really brought me down memory lane with the hair. I love hair, I love hair. I love hair. That's why I keep mine. I don't ball off my own. As I love here, love here. When you run your hand through a woman here, natural here, oh my goodness, it feels very sensuous, very stimulating. Oh, hallelujah, praise the Lord. Anyway, all right, memory lane. I tell you, your Queen Jacqueline Warner, you carry me down memory lane. Mm. Listen, the worst natural here is the best here. Let me say it again. Let me say it again. Queen First Lady Dr. Benny. The worst natural here, it could have nappy little more. The worst natural here is the best here on the planet. All right? All right. That is that is that is according to me and God. All right. Beautiful. Anyway, let me not say anything more on that. Let me roll the show. So, what am I going to talk about? Oh, right. I'm going to talk about the mindset to grow or to outgrow. And there are few that you need to outgrow, most definitely. All right. And so, yes, that is why a lot of persons, have the wrong mindset with things in life, especially when it come on to here. All right. Yeah, it's a mindset too, mindset, even to do with your hair, is a mindset. It refers to the way that you think and what things you believe. So if you believe that natural beauty is the best beauty, then that's just your belief. All right, that's just your mindset, right? If you think so, well, why you have to get a little bit of the horse and put in your head and little of the synthetic or little somebody else is here and so on, then I guess that's your mindset also. All right. Um, so this will spill out into the decisions you make, the way you react to circumstances, the relationships you engage in, and everything that you engage in your life. The mindset is very, very important in respective to everything in your life. Everything. All right? And so all of that is very important. All of that is very important. So the mindset, mindset can change over time, right? So over time, we to tell First Lady Queen Dr. Benny might come with a nice natural hairdo, you know, you like the eye trees, like a dreadlocks in the place, a dread at the control, who to tell, or you know, like like Diana Ross and the Supremes back in the 60s with a wicked afro. Who to tell? Might come back anyway. All right, might come back. But mindset can change. It's never set, especially the negative ones. Don't have to be set. All right. It's influenced by our choices and of course our experiences. They are also not exclusionary, right? So you can identify with more than one mindset at any one time. Learning about the different mindset type available to you can be helpful. All right. So one of the persons that I I like to quote or to talk about is my good friend Robert Kiyosaki, right? He is awesome, right? Robert Kiyosaki. Where's he? Okay, wonderful. Robert Kiyosaki. We need to read this book, Rich Dad Poor Dad, because it's very important. It helps us to fully un understand and comprehend that income do not equal wealth, right? No, income don't equal wealth. It all depends on your mindset. John, John makes 150,000 and Jim makes just 50,000. One third of what John makes. But as we have shown you, right? John is very materialistic. Him don't do anything else but spend. And so at the end of the year, him have nothing, right? But Jim on the other hand, is not materialistic, but he does a lot of other things, investing, budgeting, and he has a little side hustle. And at the end of the year, he still has 20,000 in his pocket. So income don't equal to wealth. It all depends on what you do with your money that you make. All right. So the growth mindset is first on the list, right? Then you have people with fixed mindset. That is something that you need to grow out of. All right. You need to grow out of fixed mindset. All right. They have the learning mindset, of course. Positive mindset and negative mindset is something that you need to leave by the wayside. Abundance mindset, good. Scarcity mindset is something you need to throw away and be scarce of it. Greed, oh my goodness, that is one of the worst mindset. But that is what the 5% of wealthy people in the world kind of have greed, right? Entrepreneurial mindset, business mindset, and these are those that we covered already. Leader mindset, follower mindset, not a good one to have. Creative mindset, gratitude mindset, which everyone should have. Um, confidence mindset, social mindset, and professional mindset, and powerful mindset. All right. So these are some of the mindset that we should have, or some that we need to avoid, leave alone, or get rid of those if those are the ones you have. So let us look at the productive mindset, productivity mindset. All right. Let us look at the productivity mindset. Productivity mindset. These days, there are lots of resources on how to better manage your time. Everybody have 24 hours. Nobody do have any more than the other. And so therefore, how do you manage time? Do you waste a lot of time, or do you manage your time properly? While productivity can mean that it can also involve other things, considering your strengths and building your day around them, thinking about the way your energy flows throughout the day, and scheduling time for rest, because we have rest. Being productive just for the sake of it will only burn you out. As you think about productivity mindset, ask yourself how you can honor yourself first. From there, develop a framework that allows you to accomplish what you want to while still respecting your needs. Very important, right? And so being productive, right? Just like Queen Dr. T. Queen Dr. T is very productive, right? She has a step up program that she's producing young entrepreneurial mind. And I think it just started recently, right? So if you still know a few young people, especially, and you want to jump on, or if you, any one of us, I think Queen Jacqueline Warner jump on one of those step up programs. And oh my goodness, we saw the transformation within the twinkling of an eye after Queen Jacqueline Warner step off that platform. Oh my goodness. I could have seen the difference in her whole mannerism and her delivery. It was just awesome. It was just awesome. So productive. Um, be productive with your time. And as I said, join the Step Up program. I don't think it is too late because I think it just started this week. So please, if you really want to manage your time properly, that program is a very good program to get involved in. Wonderful. All right. And so unproductive or lazy mindset, right? Yes, because if you have productive people, then you're going to have lazy people. All right. You will have lazy people. And this is a mindset that you need to get rid of. This mindset is exactly what you think it is. People in this mode of thinking have a hard time accessing their motivation to work towards goals. Actually, they don't set any goals, don't have any goals because they're not going to do any work. They just nonchalantly, lazily move about the place. Most of those type of people don't have a job, don't want a job, and they're just doing whatever they want to do, etc., etc. Unfortunately, right, most of these persons are living in their parents' basement. All right, don't have to pay rent, don't have to pay water, don't have to pay light, don't have to buy food, don't have to do anything, really and truly. All right, just wasting their time away. They feel more comfortable leaving things as they are and not taking any chances, or what we call rocking the boat. Getting to the root of why someone is stuck into this mindset is important. Why is a person stuck in this mindset? We don't know. Some of the time, parents get very, very strong willed after seeing that their son, or well, mostly their son, unfortunately, or sometimes their daughter, is wasting them time away. Some of the parents just cut them loose finally, kick them out of the house, and they had to learn to swim and do something with their lives. Right? So obviously, at that juncture, the parent was aiding the that type of mindset, that type of unproductive, lazy mindset. Most of the time, um, it's the parents that is actually facilitating such a type of behavior. For one person, it may be that they struggle to focus and would benefit from removing distractions. For another, it may actually mean they are exhausted and do need to take a break from constantly pushing forward. Every situation is different. But if you find yourself feeling like you're unproductive more than not, and that's frustrating you, it's worth evaluating why. But actually, most of the time, when a person is unproductive, it's because they just don't feel as if they are of any worth. So it also comes to self worth or self image. How do that person look at themselves? And so, and so, start to challenge yourself. Challenge yourself into doing something, one activity at a time, and complete it so that you can now become productive. Most of the time, the room is shabby, the place that they are staying is shabby, etc., etc. All right, so start right there. Start to be productive, right? Simple things like even spreading your bed. All right, spread your bed. Oh, yes, I'm going to jump back in it tonight, so I don't need to spread it, right? But that is the first step towards production, producing something, producing a nice looking bed. That is a production that you can start with. All right. So let us move from the negative types of mindset because it will affect you negatively. And let us start to evaluate ourselves and see what type of a mindset we really want to associate ourselves with. So, the mindset you choose and the mindset you work on is entirely up to you. Make the effort to start to have a growth mindset. Start to have a productive mindset. Start to have a learning mindset. Start to have an abundance mindset. Start to have a entrepreneurial mindset. Start to have a business mindset. Start to have a leader mindset. Start to have a creative mindset. Start to have a confidence mindset. Start to have a social mindset. Start to have a professional mindset. Start to have a powerful mindset. And when we put all of these types of positive mindset, then I am sure you and everybody else that is around you will recognize that you are a better person for yourself and a better person to your family and a better person to society. Let us start actually moving ourselves into growing your mindset positively. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it. And over to you, Queen Dr. Benny.
Wow, wow, wow. Thank you. I didn't know that we have like a 19 mindset.
No, we have more.
We have more. Wow.
Mhm.
Thank you so much when it comes to this mindset. You say that it's not good to have to be a follower, right?
No,
Follower mindset
no,
is not good.
no. Unless you're following something or someone that is positive to uplift you from out of your negative, then yes. But if you're following your negative broke brother and your negative broke sister, where don't have a clue where them going and what them want to achieve in life, then why would you want to follow them?
Thank you so much.
Yeah. My brother is older than I am, much older than I am. Right? But I not following him. Because he's really not a good example, really and truly, to be honest with you. Right? So that's just me. I not going to follow him. All right?
Thank you.
Anyway, yes.
Thank you.
Beautiful. Over to you.
Amazing topic. It's making all of us to learn to know the importance what type of mindset we should do. Queen JW, could you please proceed?
Yes. Thank you so much, Queen Dr. Benny. Amazing presentation regarding the mindset, Dr. Derrick, because it actually gave us the opportunity to actually know what type of mindset we need to associate ourselves with and the ones we need to get rid of, you know, because sometimes um I know sometimes I can feel unproductive, but that's only because I was too productive the day before. So every morning when I pray, I always pray that my day will be productive. Because like Dr. Derrick said, that's time wasted. Imagine sitting around all day watching TV or sleeping in your bed or just laying there strolling on your cell phone and doing absolutely nothing. If I even on my unproductive day, I still manage to do something. Something has to be done because I hate for a day to be wasted. Number one. So every day there's a project, no matter what it's that I decide to do, something is going to be done every day, unless I overwork myself. Like Dr. Derrick said, you have to take time out to rest. So periodically, I would take a little break, maybe have a fruit, drink a little water, or look at something on my cell phone, but then I will get back to what I'm doing. So it's good to be productive and not just, a lot of us have a lot work. And what happened with work on 9 to 5, it burns us out. So when we get home, there's no productivity there in your home or for yourself because you're already burned out. So that's why we have to manage, even though we work, even if it's a little thing, like Derrick said, even if it's one small thing that we could do for ourselves, within that day, we need to take the time to do it because it's for us. Sometimes we get so focused on our job that we forget about ourselves. So it's good to make sure whatever projects, I already have projects lined up that I'm going to be doing, and you start looking into it and so forth. So it's very important to be productive. And also it's okay to be unproductive at times because you know the reason why. But if you don't know the reason, like Dr. Derrick said, that you don't know why you're unproductive, then you need to really truly evaluate yourself, because it could be self-esteem, it could be stress, it could be many variables. So we just have to be careful and know the mindset that we're in and how to get out of it. So thanks so much, Dr. Derrick. We appreciate you. Awesome.
Thank you so much, Queen JW, for your comment. We know that you always bring something. You always say something, no matter what. We love you. We appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Queen Dr. T. Ford, we
Good
know
evening.
that you are the best. Proceed.
Good evening, everyone. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much for allowing me to share right now. Queen JW, excellent presentation. I like the fact that I think you're just covering every body part. Is that what you're doing? You're going from every little body part, and I appreciate that. Okay, so pretty soon, I guess you're going to do a topic on the largest organ in our body, which is our skin. So I guess that'll be sometime in the near future. So I'm looking forward to that. But excellent presentation, Dr. Derrick. You already know how I feel, so I mean I could just go ahead and say something, but you already know how I feel because we're always on the same page, and I really do appreciate you speaking about our Step Up program, giving us kudos, because our objective, if you all don't know this, is to give our youth and other adults who don't understand this an alternative to building wealth. And you have to have a mindset that's not fixed. You have to have a mindset of that means you want to grow. And again, it's not just about the money. Because like Dr. Derrick says, it's not just about the money, it's about your attitude about the money. Jesus said in his word that the poor will always be with you. He wasn't just talking about the economic status. He was talking about the mindset. Did you all know that? When Jesus made that statement, I think Dr. Derrick would back me up. When he made that statement, he wasn't just talking about whether they just don't have any money in their pocket. No, he was talking about their mindset. Their mindset. That's where it starts. So with the Step Up program and everything that I'm trying to do, I'm really trying to help women and youth reach their full potential by overcoming barriers. And I'm not trying to imply that I've arrived. I am also a work in progress. But at least I can say I'm sincere about it and I truly want to make the mark. Okay, so Dr. Derrick and JW, again, thank you so much for sharing your topic, and thank you allowing me to speak and give my opinion and my comments. Thank you so much, and God bless both of you. Thank you.
Oh, you're very welcome, Dr. T. Appreciate you.
Thank you so much, Dr. T, for your comment. We know that you will always be there to help women, children. Thank you for your knowledge. Queen Dr. Nadu, proceed, please.
Thank you, Dr. Benny. Dr. Derrick, I like the way you put lazy to cover the unproductive. Now, you state that the kid can be unproductive and we blame on the parents. So what happens when we have unproductive parents who are not doing anything and want the kid to do all people around them to give them something? What gotta happen if the parent is unproductive?
It's the same thing. It doesn't really matter who is unproductive. at all times, we need to be productive, whether you're a parent or a child, a old up. The only time you should not be productive is when you are actually have a grave illness or disease that put you in a level of incapacitation. Um, I remember there was because this lady was actually sick. She had cancer, and even though she had cancer and she was, on her bed, ready to die, because the doctor said she soon die, of course, right? She was still productive because even though she was basically heading into the direction of death, right? She was still encouraging to the nurses, to the doctors that come to our bedside in the mornings, because they do their rounds and so on, right? And all of those persons, she was a witness to those persons because she was more she was more joyous, even though her condition and her situation was dim. She was more joyous. People were more sorry for her and her situation, but she was very joyous. And so she was witnessing to all the persons that come and consoling them more than how they are supposed to be consoling her. But she's the one now consoling them. And it so happens that persons could start to come to her for advice, right? Because they were more down and out because they are in a little situation or so, or have a little illness or so, but they're not bedridden. They're not in the bed going to death, right? But she was able to you know speak with them, encourage them, etc., etc., more than how they were encouraging her. So she was more productive, even though she was not working to get a paycheck, so to speak. But she was more productive, even though she was on her deathbed, going to 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 die. So productivity is not just to make money. Productivity is how do you manage your time wisely. And obviously she was managing her time very, very wisely. All right. And so yes, even though some parents think that their old age, their children to take care of them, and they don't do anything, and so on, and just watch TV the whole day, and so on. Some parents are like that also, and it is wrong same way. They shouldn't. Well, what I don't like to see is when persons reach retirement age and they retire, but they have to go back to Walmart to work because the little SS or whatever money that they are getting from whatever is not making ends meet, right? No person should have to be doing that, right? So it's not really necessarily working for money that makes a person productive. It is really uh, keeping their faculties and everything in intact, right? At that stage, a person should now volunteer at a nursing home or volunteer at a pantry, a food pantry, or volunteer at do things that is still productive, um, but not necessarily just for money. All right, maybe the crochet some blanket or sweater or something for people, right? Now they can crochet. They have the time to do it. When they were at the job, they couldn't do it, right? So at least they are still productive. So no one, unless you're a baby, right? Sucking your finger and saying, Mama, Papa, then fine. But yeah, from once you are of, my mother told us that people who live in house must do housework. That's what my mom said. People who live in house must do housework. So if you don't want to do housework, then don't live in house. All right. So whether you're an adult or a young adult or elderly, as long as you have mobility, put it this way, as long as you have mobility, you should be productive. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Queen Dr. Nadu, I believe Dr. DrDerrick answered your question, right?
Yeah, sure. I do appreciate the answer he gave me. Thank you.
All right. Does anyone have any question again or comment? If you do, you can, if you don't want to raise your hands up, you can write your comment on the chat, please. Well, since I'm not seeing any comment, I am going to ask our Queen JW for her closing remarks. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, First Lady Queen Dr. Benny. Yes, my closing remarks. Well, tonight we learned a little bit about synthetic hair and scalp health. And we learned that we need to take care of our scalp and the things we need to do to the synthetic hair before using it. And we are aware of the medical conditions that can come about with synthetic hair. We also learn about the different chemicals that are used in order that synthetic hair can mimic natural hair. I also want to add that even though some places say, or beauty supply stores say that that is natural hair, not all. Just by the feel alone, you can tell that it's not natural, even though it says natural. So you have to be very careful. You have to know your sources. Okay, you have to get that from specific people, because I went and it said natural, human natural hair, but when you touch it, I'm like, this, why it feel like this? So you got to be very careful when you go into the store to buy human hair. We also realize that we lose our edges. We have itching, we have flaking, we have inflammation, we have infection from synthetic hair. If you don't take the necessary measures of keeping your scalp clean and maintaining good hygiene when it comes to your scalp, because then you will run into some of these problems, even though there's some other serious problems regarding synthetic hair, but I will bring that to you next week. But in my closing thoughts, I just want to say your scalp is a living tissue that deserves the same respect and nourishment you would offer to your skin or eternal organs. So, as with all things, moderation, just like everything else, and mindfulness are the key. So let your beauty choices reflect the health, the wisdom, and the care that God intended you to experience naturally and abundantly. So thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of the webinar. And remember, take care of that scalp.
Thank you so much, Queen
You're welcome.
JW. for your closing remarks. We appreciate
Yes, sir.
you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. And King Dr. Derrick, could you please give us your closing remarks?
Okay, wonderful. Thank you very much, firstly, the Queen Dr. Benny. Really appreciate, and thank you very much, Queen Jacqueline Warner. My one will be very simple, and it can relate to everything. Today is the first day of the rest of your lives. So don't think about what you did badly yesterday, whether it is relating to health or wellness or the mindset. Think about what am I going to do today going forward. Because today is the tomorrow that you thought about yesterday. Today is the tomorrow that you thought about yesterday. So let us leave the past behind. All the mistakes that you made yesterday or 1 hour ago, leave it behind. We have poured a lot of knowledge. So start work on it today going forward. Continue to work on it today going forward. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, King Dr. Derrick, for your closing remarks. We appreciate you and we love you. At this moment, as you all know, it is time, before I ask our King, Dr. Derrick, to close up the YouTube or to stop the recording, I want to let everyone know that on Mondays we do have Mindset for Queen Miriam, which begins at 7 o'clock, 7 p.m. So if you guys have time, you can join, and also please subscribe to her YouTube channel. Thank you all. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, we do have a deep dive. As you all know, I present on Tuesday. Queen Dr. T. Ford as well. On Thursdays, we have Queen JW. You guys know what she has done and what she can produce. She goes out there and do her research, and what she has done today is mind-blowing. You know how they say it's mind-blowing, right? Especially for us Black women. Thank you so much. Please, you guys can come back next Thursday for more and more teaching, because she's going to teach us more, and we are going to learn more about ourselves, our body, our health, and everything. That's on Thursday. On Thursdays again, in the morning at 9 a.m., we have what?
Yeah,
Oh
come. I see
Passion.
photo.
We have Oh Passion on Thursdays. Then Monday through Fridays at 1 p.m., we have our Queen, Dr. Yvonne, and Yvonne Finn. They have their own show at 1 o'clock. So if you guys have time, please subscribe to their channel as well. Attend their webinar if you all have time. On Sundays, we have what? The Dream Team at 12:45 p.m. You guys know everybody is welcome. And if you have any topic to come and present, Dream Team, we are there for you. Deep Dive, we are there for you as well. Thank you all for listening. And now I'm going to ask our King, Dr. Derrick, to close the YouTube channel and stop the recording. And after this now, we do have what? Our after party. Who is